All right. So this is just a random, well, not a random. It's a planned recording about someone who asked me like they have been streaming for quite a while, and they have reached that maximum output of viewers for a certain time, and they're looking forward to advance a little further. But yet again, the amount of stream time or socializing amongst similar content creators has brought them to a low, like a low traffic. Well, it like a low. How would I say that? More of slow progress. It's a little bit harder. I know I implemented a few techniques that may have brought you some consistency. Why isn't this going down? Okay, I think we're going to put this like that. And I've been working on ways. I've thought through it. It's kind of hard for me to go through it because it's not as an easy point. But I'm gonna try to seek out as much, give you as much information, as many options as possible, with a basic plan, because it can become scary to a point where you wonder if you're going to put too much time over it. And we're going to look into someone that asked me that question, and many others have asked me that question, but I let them know that I would I would take a look at their website, not website, but their Twitch channel, and this is the video for them or for anyone who may be interested in going with that approach. Now, first things first, when you reach that platform, he's like, "Hey, Spock, blah blah blah. I have tried my best." Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna fix that during this time. Sorry about that. Like, is like I'm trying to reach out. That's one of them. I'm trying to reach out that higher level, but it's kind of tough. I've been streaming for the longest time. I don't know what to reach out with, and I don't understand why it's not working. Now, the websites I'll be showing, they're third party. It's not foolproof 100%. It's not instant, instantly or as accurate a stream summary that you can find on your Twitch, because that's the best way to know exactly what's up. But for the tools that I have at my disposal, I will be checking that out and give you a certain how do you say, a certain suggestion upon my experience as a streamer. So let me, during this time, it's just gonna be just me trying to go around. I'll probably cut this video properly and reach out to the point, whatever I'm doing. All right, so first things first, we're gonna check out this website called Twitch Tracker. Okay, Twitch Tracker. For the consistency, we can do that with Solid Gnome. We're gonna try with Twitch Tracker. I've been using that for a while. Solid Gnome is also a very good, extremely good website for statistics. I think it's more balanced as well. But right now, we're gonna check that under Twitch Tracker. I'm gonna check one of our fellow streamers that may have asked me some questions about that, and we're gonna go with that. All right. So let me just take a quick look at his channel, Twitch channel, which is Diva Samuel, one of them, Samuel, and we're gonna check. I'm gonna go through his channels. I can see while at top. Let me go with the monthly feature, monthly 30 days. Like I said, take that with a grain of salt. It's not like where we're gonna go to specifications. I'm just taking a look at the performance. Like you can see the statistics for the past 30 days, which is what Twitch is always looking up for when they want to affiliate someone or Twitch partner someone. As I can see, 183 hours of stream time. Again, not to say this could be more or could be less. Normally, it's more than that. So let me go with what I see, and then you guys could justify up on your Twitch channel statistics summary if it could confirm exactly what it means. But it definitely would change a few things here. You may have more or less. Okay. So from what I can see here, from these statistics, we can see that he has streamed for the past 30 days, 183 hours of stream time. Now, just to stick like facts over here, 183 hours of stream time, this means he is totally devoted to streaming. And there is no anything else that he puts out as information besides streaming. That's one of the parts that may have a counterproductive way of growing your channel. What I mean is, it's not because you stream for 183 hours that you'll get most leverage. But even though he's putting out those numbers, the only amount of numbers that he have put out on 183 hours is 109 followers, which is pretty intense. It's a good amount, but you could do a lot better. And I will come to this point. Like to a plan for this streamer to readjust the amount of hours streamed to probably triple or even quadruple the amount of followers you gain from that. Now, the average, like he mentioned, is like a little bit disappointed, but it's not gonna stop him, and he's gonna keep going, and he's gonna have the hardest time ever. But you know what? In due time, that threshold that he's trying to overpass, that obstacle eventually which will shatter, because the amount of intake of followers that are always ramming in every month will eventually step up a notch and start cranking up the amount of viewers average. Now, as you can see here, is not an authority figure under the game that he's been playing or that he was doing, and that's why the follower power is quite low. And again, there's no other publicity besides that. He has a Twitter account and all that, but it's not like he's on religiously adding stuff in there. And he doesn't want to reach out either. It's not, he's right. It's not a good way to just promote yourself saying, hey guys, I'm live, which 100 billion people are trying to do the same. And it overkills, and it drops your image as a live streamer. You should actually tweet or cast out some of your opinions about the game, or simply your not opinions. I wouldn't go with opinion. I will go with content, and meaning, here's my kill streak. Look, guys, what do you think? What would you have done? Look at this new add-on I've made up. You guys should check this out. Check this clip. Blah blah blah, and that will probably bring in more leverage towards a contribution to the community. I mean, the gamers will actually enjoy that game. All right, you're contributing to the gaming community of the game title that you've been streaming, and that's where you're gonna get some leverage out of that. Not at first, but it's gonna rack up more and more and more. But let's keep on going. The views gained, here you go, very nice. 2000, almost 2000 thick, very nice. The 34, as you can see, a peak 34 is pretty solid, but again, the average is affecting pretty much everything. You see the peak minus, he had last 30 days from way back at 50 peak, which is very nice, very thick. We got 2,000 hours of watch time, very nice, very good. People are actually enjoying it. But again, I would love to see more. And there's more people watching. As you can see, there's an increment here from the last month before. But of course, the hour stream also have increased a lot more by almost 75%. So 75% more streaming to gain 47% increment. There's a little problem. And you lost more. So the problem here is that the more you stretch out your stream time, your stream session, the smaller the average. So you should be streaming less your sessions to increase that peak of interest. If a channel has, let's say, out of context, if there's a channel, a TV channel, hold on. If a TV channel has, let's say, Seinfeld on, I love Seinfeld. If a TV channel has a Seinfeld episodes 24/7, there's going to be less audience. If that TV channel has Seinfeld Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6 to 7 p.m., the audience will be higher because they will know that the schedule is that way. And by the end of the show, it ends there. That's why you see peaks of audience attending it. But for those who are throughout the 24/7 channel, there's no peaks. It's more of a wobble. Sometimes down to 0, sometimes higher. So it fluctuates a lot more. And in this case, for this channel, for Diva Samuel's channel, you can know that the fluctuations are tremendous. That's why you can see a total of, let's say, 34 to 11 people, which goes about it from what I can see. Could be different. But from what I can see here, it goes from high to low, 11 to 34. Sometimes a peak of 50, 60, but it stays for 10, 15 minutes, then goes down. And the more you stretch out your streams, the less time, not the less time, the less the average, lesser the average. So make it short and sweet. Keep your high peaks high and your peaks low. Not your peaks low, but as high as you can. So your average keeps standing and people still demanding for your content. That's how I see. I see also waves of supporters who are available at that certain time. You have to know where your audience, where demand is, so you can apply that on a daily basis. All right. So you can fix on that point. So let's take a look. Let's go down. Summary. Streaming hours for the last 30 days. 17 hours, 1,706 hours. What the hell? No, that's the total of everything. Okay. You already reached that 1,000 followers. That's amazing. Good job, man. Good job. That milestone was a pain in the ass, but you made it. That's perfect. Let me see here. See, that's what I meant with the amount of followers regards to the, if we look at the latest, 8 followers, 5 followers, 7 followers. We got a 1, 3, 3, 0. Now, if we look at the time that he has streamed, look at this madness. This is pretty decent. Okay. 10 hours is intense. 7 hours, pretty solid. 7 hours. We got almost 8 hours here. We got 6.4 hours, right? We got 13.8 hours, right? And we got 11 hours. Now, we're going to take the lowest possible, which is 4 hours, which that's kind of crazy. I think he just streamed a little bit because of Valorant, but we're going to take a look at it. We're going to go deep. As you can see here, what happened here? Probably it increased by the amount of people enjoying the game, right? And the drop the drops enabled that I still didn't get the key for. Not too worried about that, but it's pretty hot right now. You guys should actually stream Valorant. But as you can see here, from 0 to 13, 0 to 13, guys, from what I can see, doesn't give me enough information. You guys should check out your summary for more details and go along with the video that I'm showing and the statistics that you're seeing, and compare it on your own and see what's going on. From 1.3 hours, look, there was like 0. There was a slight increment, right? Can't go wrong with that. Slight increment. 3 hours in, he had a concurrent viewers at 13, and what's slightly a little bit higher at 2:14 hours, and then he reached out a concurrent viewers at 19, and it started dropping. Probably he just disconnected afterwards. See, an hour. Why did it drop? Well, it could drop for the availability of the people watching. As you can see here, from 1:30 to 5:45, and he decided to end there. Now you have to understand that from this point of view, right here, when he starts seeing it drop, he's like, oh, fuck it. I'm going to call it a night. It's a good increment, but you should be more consistent regards to the hours that you stream, due to the control or the demands of people. Here we got about 4 hours and 4 minutes streamed, right? And you see the curve going down. It got a little bit higher, but then it started declining. But you have to understand that that's not a game that he plays all the time. He just gave it a shot. And from this perspective, I cannot give you, just say, forget about it. You have to be more consistent on your time that you stream and be smart about it. Such as, let's see, Warzone, Call of Duty Warzone. That's what he's been streaming a lot lately. And you can see the increment, you see the popularity. But the more he streams, the more it fluctuates. Could get the highest and the lowest. The max of 50, drop to 48 to 17, low 25s, and let's see, max 8 at sometimes. It's erratic. Like it does not have a consistency. And this is due to the amount of stream time that you're getting. So where is the consistency? I don't know. That's probably something that he never thought of. It's like the presence after a certain time of consistent streaming. Yes, eventually you will get what you're looking for, but it's a lot of massive effort, and sometimes people just get like tired of it. It's as simple as that. Look at this. You can stream up to 14 hours of stream time. And the average viewers, it's not any higher the more you stream. If you go with a 2-hour mark, look, the average still the same at 7. And yet, look at that. 2 hours, 10 average, right? Of course, it depends of the streams. If we go with the stream, most up-to-date one, you can see that those 10 hours, it still fluctuates. So let's look at one of those. Look how the fluctuation is kicking in. Now, what I would suggest, if you start seeing those peak times of 24, is probably because on the 5th hour, that's where your audience is. So this part here, sorry about that. Let me just copy this. The spike here, will you guys see this? And just bring this up here. Capture. as you can see here, the spike here went down and high on the 5th hour. What can you do here to solidify and increase your average that you completely obliterated? Let me just move this here. In one sitting before, as you can see here, right? All these hours, worked hard at it. And yet again, the demand is right up in here. The peak, you could focus if these peak times, people available during these times. It really depends of what he has accumulated over time. How many followers, how many available, it's hard to say. You have to understand that during these times is the demand when he streams, could be just a day, but you have to reduce the amount of stream time to reach out a demand for your stream to start. And that's how I got partnered, not by the amount of stream time that I've done. Yes, not by the longest streams that I've done, but for the consistency and the specification of a certain amount of stream time. Meaning, instead of streaming for 9-10 hours, as you can see, your peak at 27, it's not an average. The average is 11. You see that? It's because you stretch too much. Your peaks have become dull. And that peak doesn't count anymore. So over time, you should be checking this zone and see if it coincides with the rest of your shows. And this is perfect because you have plenty of data to reach out finally to a solution. So I can see here, if we go to, let me just explain you guys where I'm touching, because at this point you guys don't know what the hell am I doing. I'm going down, all right? I'm going down and I'm checking out the stream time dynamic, all right? Stream time dynamic, we're gonna click more. And we're checking out now like pretty much any type of statistic that may give you an idea what the hell is going on here. Now you're reaching out hours that you have streamed with the amount of peak viewers. We're gonna check those peak viewers. We're gonna look into those average viewers and including the amount of hours that you have streamed. All right. So here on July, I don't know, there was a massive peak. Could be pretty much anything. You don't know. You don't know what happened during these times, but it's not a consistency. You're going to have to look at the lowest points to the highest. And your hours streamed are skyrocketing. Like, it's crazy. Watchtowers, you could match the watchtowers too. You can see that the amount of watchtowers are below the hour stream. So there's definitely a lower average of people watching, which is, it's not something that you should be worried about. Eventually it's going to go higher, but you have to understand that you're stretching out a lot of stream time, and that's why they are below your streamed hours. Because the more people watching you, the higher the hours over the streamed hours. Okay. The watch hours over the streamed hours. Let me see. So, number of active days, I'm not interested in that matter. But it's pretty much consistent. It's every day. As you can see, the viewers average by stretching up to 10 hours, even of 14 hours per stream. Look, they're so stretched out that they literally come to a standard. And that's why he's never going to give up. I see in his face, this guy is going to go balls to the wall on it. But I'm going to make it like more of a better transition towards a way to reach out and be more smart about the average. It's going to give him a second run, and he's going to be more focused on a goal. At this point, I'm just trying to do my best to coach him as best as I can, so he can reach out his goals. All right. Follower in average. Look at this: Mondays, Tuesdays. We got Fridays and Saturdays. This is like literally stretching from November 2018 to April 2020. We could cut it short on this one and go from January 1st to April of today, let's say. As you can see, here's the consistency of this is literally from January to rerun on. No, I don't want reruns on. As I can see right here, right off the bat, 5.4 K. Here you go. You got lightly. There was the average. The hours watched slightly covered the streamed hours, which is very nice, very interesting part here, right? The number of followers, right? There you go. An increment that is consistent. I like that. Pretty good, pretty solid. There's no fluctuations of some sort. There's no peaks, which we may identify that as BS followers. And slightly increase to that 1,000 mark. Very nice, very solid, very consistent, but we're going to have to increase that value. More watched hours, more followers, more viewers. And the average viewer, still very low compared to the peak. It's at the extremes. I don't understand. Look at this average. Peaks. It's very. Let me put this on. It's consistent, and the fluctuations are insane due to the amount of stream time streamed during those times. You want your peak viewers to be as close as your average, so your consistency is. Your demand is always higher. So people, oh shit, I'm gonna have to tune in into Divas channel because he's live streaming tonight at 8:30. Hey Divas, sorry man, I wasn't here for the past 2 days. That's fine. It's the moment where you start stretching out so people can see you that your average count will drop. You guys want to have an average high as your peaks, so it is consistent. So let's keep going. I keep repeating myself. I apologize, but that's how I see things. That's how I'm feeling it right now. Checking out the views. Pretty solid. That will never drop because this is consistent. Let me just drop on days of activity. As you can see here, there was a few off, a few on, a few off. And from this point, he's like, fuck this. Me, I'm going deep. March 16. Every single day, guys, he has been focused on that. And it's pretty good because, look, we're on a lockdown. We don't know where we're going with that. And this is a consistency. And I understand this point. But he doesn't know what to do at this point. Now, I can check the subs. I really don't need that either. We're going to check the statistics. I'm going to continue in this view. Let me see. Still on the 1st to the 19th. I can see the average is slightly higher because we compressed to the beginning of January. We can go with, look, there's a little gap here from March 9th to the 16th. I know what happened. We're going to keep this out of our statistics. This is mostly understandable. Let's take a look here. Went a little bit higher. Get that peak. a nice peak, and then start dropping, which is fluctuations. It's more than normal. And then it dropped a little bit down. Seemed like something's up. I don't know what's going on. But then boom, boom, and it starts rising. And it looks good, which is fine. Those are fluctuations, but you should not live with only that. And like I say, most of the time, our streaming average, Monday, 3 hours, Tuesday, 3 hours. We're gonna dropped on March the 16th, all right, because that's where the consistency has been started, to April the 19th. So this is pretty solid what he has been focused on, consistency. So if we looked into it, we can see that Saturday streams the most. Mondays, as you can see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a little bit less. You can see Thursday increasing, Friday increasing, Saturday increasing, and Sunday with a reduction and goes back to Monday. So we can see that definitely those are the least amount of stream time. But let's take a closer look to that matter. I'm trying to look for the days in average. As you can see, compared to the 3.7 hours of stream time, he gets an average of 12, right? And we're going to look at the highest on Saturday, 11 hours with an average of 11. But yet again, the 11, he gained more followers, which it's more understandable because he's been streaming a lot more. Now you have to pinpoint exactly where those followers are coming. Are they spread throughout the stream time, which most cases are? But you, again, coming from that matter, you should be focused on probably 3 days straight, maybe 4 days straight of stream time. I see Wednesday, there's nothing happening here. Probably Wednesday, he didn't stream during that time. Possibility. Average games 1.1. Let me see, for 4 followers per stream, which is very, very low. Per hour metrics, 10 hours. Oh my God. Okay. 10 per hour. Use date, followers, daily broadcast time, 7 hours. Okay. Like I said, if the consistency is right and should be focused on the amount of stream time accordingly to the amount that you spent without losing any effects, I'm telling you right off the bat, if you have all that time planned, I would pick 4 days a week, right? 4 days a week for a total of 4 hours per stream. And I go any further than that. I say the right sweet spot is 2.5 hours, maybe 3, to reach out those max. But since you have a consistency and you want to spit out as much content as possible for future projects that I will talk to you about very soon, 4. Let me just write it down because I don't want to forget that. Taking notes for you, man. 4 days a week, right? Consistency of 4 hours per stream. Not more, not less. A little bit less, a little bit more. Keep it straight, keep it steady, so people know when you stream. Consistency on the schedule, right? So people know when you stream. For the next 2-3 months, you will see a huge difference, a huge increment. Well, a huge increment. A considerable increment if it's applied religiously, right? The 4 days could be, from what I can see, it's pretty hot right now. You could go with Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, make it consistent. Or you could do a break in between. It's going to be a little bit a pain in the ass. I would rather you have your total focus on content over live streaming content. So do 4 days straight, and 3 days going to be off stream content. So 4 days from Thursday to Sunday. So Sundays are pretty hot. You should be exploring more in that matter. Now it really depends when you want to stream, when you're available. Make sure you're focused on that. You can do from Thursday to Sunday, 4 hours per stream. I'll let you reach out, but Thursday to Sunday, it has to be consistent. When you start, let's say 4 p.m., it has to be 4 p.m. on Thursdays or 5 p.m. on Fridays. But you have to be consistent and not make any difference. If you really cannot attend one of the streams, just cancel them. Say, guys, I'm sorry. The stream has been canceled for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or I'll see you guys next Thursday if you're on a Sunday. You have to be aware. You just put it on your channel. That's what I do most of the time, so people are aware of what's going on, and keep them aware of what's going on. Right. So 4 hours per stream, from what I can see, is pretty consistent. I see a 4-hour mark. That would be perfect. And if you focus on that, people tend to come closer to that matter, like to join at those times. And you will see those who are following you during those times, they will be aware that you'll be streaming during that time. So consistency is key. So let me go down. Let me see if I can pull out some more information. Nope, that's pretty much here what I can see. I see that you have many games. Me, I'm experimenting a scheduled gaming session, meaning I'm starting to focus on scheduling on games. Let's say this game on Fridays, this game on Mondays, or consistency as Monday through Friday. Let's say I'll be playing Call of Duty, right? And Saturday, Sunday is going to be my pick days of random games. Or simply, hey, I'm going to play some Apex Legends on the weekend. What it makes, Saturdays are going to be Apex Legends and Sundays are going to be Valorant. So people are aware of what's going on. You can see the demands, where's the peaks. So you're like, oh shit, okay, a lot of people have been joining in Saturdays, man. Holy shit, I'm getting spikes. Probably should be reconsidering that top game for the value of the amount of demand from the community, that you should be playing more of that game throughout the week. Give it a test, play a little bit, see if there's any higher fluctuations, higher demands during the times that you've been streaming. And you can replace it accordingly. Don't overkill by saying, okay guys, I'm replacing the whole Call of Duty and I'm going full Apex. No, it's, you're literally turning your back to all the fans of the game. So slowly integrate a little bit more Apex Legends if you want to grow towards that, or vice versa, more Call of Duty from here to there. But from what I can see here, like all the way, Call of Duty wins the mark. This is a no-brainer here. Very easy to see that you are a main streamer under Call of Duty. You have your community, you have everything that you're building up, which is very good. And I wouldn't say less of that. Just keep doing what you're doing, right? So Call of Duty is your main game. Doesn't matter if you change your games accordingly. Yes, it may fluctuate during your time when you stream other games, but I don't think it should affect your community or your fans of Call of Duty if you play other games. It's always courteous to let them know. Games may vary, but my main game is Call of Duty. Or I am experimenting a little bit more with other new games so I could test it out. If you guys are interested, join me in. But again, announce your main game. Never go 100%, hey, I'm changing everything, I'm going to play SimCity. No, you're going to freaking shoot yourself on the foot. Be careful. Before doing that transition, slightly ease in a title, like you just did with Valorant, and try it. Like Insurgency, Sandstorm. You've tried it. Was okay. Was all right. 1.8 hours of airtime. Here you go. We got Valorant for 4 hours. You got a good amount of followers, 2 per hour from Valorant. Very nice. The demand is there, right? The average viewers, max viewers, kind of fluctuated, like I mentioned, with the amount of stream time that you had. But again, we're gonna try to ease in, increase those spikes, increase those average up. That's what you're looking for. Increase that follower demand on, because you want to focus on the schedule that you feel to be more comfortable. Now you're gonna be like, hey Spock, but what am I gonna do with all this free time now? Well, it's up to you, man. You could focus on social media. You could focus on the recordings of all your clips, man. Holy fucking shit, dude. You should be clipping. You should be taking past broadcasts. You should be clipping, highlighting, making awesome runs. And here is the number one way to get it going. If we look, let me just go with Solid Gnome a little bit. Diva Samuel, let me take a look at your statistics again. Under Solid Gnome, sorry about that, guys. Gonna reach that 30-day mark. See a drop of 25%. I'm not even surprised. Not because he sucks or anything. This guy's fucking amazing. I love to watch his streams. It's just the fluctuations and the stream time is beyond my comprehension. 168 hours, say, a stream time. The other one before was 183. That's where I see as a fluctuation. Who has the most specific statistics? I would say hands down, Solid Gnome. But again, that's where the fluctuations happen. The views here, as you guys can see on the side, is the consistency of the traffic coming and go, right? Saturdays are pretty lit. That's why I keep pointing up the Saturdays. Let me go by views, right? 200 views Friday, Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Friday, Saturdays. Those Fridays and Saturdays are pretty lit, man. That's why I said Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sundays are not as explored as much, but I can definitely guarantee you're going to get some leverage out of that over time. That's why I want you to get 1 foot in the weekends. As you can see here, Thursdays are okay, but you still get some consistency here. The least consistency, past 30 days, right? 30 streams, 26 streams. But you can turn this around. I've experienced with that case. What I would call that Void Tuesdays, right? Void Tuesdays because when I used not to stream on Tuesdays, there was a lot less traffic, right? Until I started reverting that and started streaming under those days. And I flipped the switch, like flipping the switch, right? Oh shit, now Spock streams on Tuesdays. Let me reevaluate it. Let me reschedule it. Take my time to pass by, say hi, right? So it's the same thing with you guys. Like, if you flip the switch, give it a couple weeks until it becomes pretty lit. It's not because it's low now that it's gonna be always low. If you put some stream time on over time and some consistency, you will see a difference. Let me see here. Stream length. Stream length is insane. 20 hours of stream time. No wonder you had 200 views. All right. This is insanity numbers, man. Let me check you out on this. Look at this madness. What the hell happened here? It's 10 a.m. You went from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m., 24 hours. Started dropping like crazy. You guys, 10 a.m., 10:15, then 10:45, drop it down. That was overkill at this point because he never plays during these times, right? So you can definitely see where the demand stops. It's like, okay, well, we're going to lose a lot, but this is how it is. Or probably there was a couple of raids here or hosts. I think mostly raids that made it happen. But again, look at this. It's fucking insane. Sorry, I cursed. Let me see. This is pretty good. Pretty good, pretty solid. But again, fluctuations, man. Fluctuations shouldn't happen from a highest at 4 a.m. in the morning to boom, a peak time at 4:45. That dropped to 3. It's a fluctuation. This is a dead zone. I don't think he always stream during this time, and that's why it fluctuates. There's some people who are fans of the game, or probably some of the community people who are coming in at these spikes, and it's telling me that it's not consistent. That's what I'm talking about. Could be organic traffic coming in and out. There's no consistency here. So for this stream, it's very hard to make sense out of it. That's why I don't like to play more much with that. Now, if we look at 2.6 hours on a Saturday, consistency is key here. You see that good flow, a little bit down, right? And goes right back up, goes down again, starts rising up. The closer you get to the time zone that you always stream, which is always a little bit late at night, right? Am I right? So you can get that groove on starting from midnight to higher. Not only the midnight part of Twitch, the competition drops, your exposure rises, therefore more demand, more viewers. Makes sense. Skyrockets. Right? Pause it. Above. Performance. Followers per hour. A spur. Let me check out for another Saturday. 14 hours of stream time. Let's take a look. Slightly above. Probably a good peak. Here we go. We got our peak. But throughout the hours, right, you have dropped that sense. As you can see, your followers have showed up at 6:30 a.m. in the morning. Throughout the other consistency, nothing. In performance, 5 views per hour, followers 0.22 per hour. It's negative. Average time likely higher due to the 45 drop. Probably an increment of hosts or raids, right? Let me see another Saturday if he has another one. No, there's no more Saturdays here. Let me see. Saturday here. Second Saturday. I'm looking for a third Saturday. Come on. There you go. 11 hours. Here this time, it's more consistent. Look at this. This is a good stream, but very long stream. Look at those consistent followers. I have to figure out a point where you can drop it. You want to increase that demand, right? People when they're available. This consistency is hard when you maintain when everything comes to normal. Our lockdown, I understand. It's pretty solid. Like, we have all the time in the world to focus on it. But when it comes to normal, your stream is going to be unbalanced. And you're going to try to figure out what's going on. And what I'm trying to say is I want those peaks to be average and not less. That's your goals, to reach out those peaks of viewers into an average viewer count. Instead of having a low average and a highest peak ever. You don't want that. And it becomes a dull average at the end. So Let me see the amount of average viewers accordingly to the stream time. As you can see here, 14 average with 26. Pretty solid. I like this one. Wednesday. Again, followers, you didn't reach out to any followers. Again, to the social media. The lack of reaching out on a 24 basis off stream content, which we're going to talk about it. But you can see here, average viewers, pretty solid, slightly above the stream performance. Previous stream trend, positive, right? Viewers, positive, on par, stream performance. Followers, a little bit negative. There's a minus and there's a plus, so it nullifies. It's not negative, it's just neutral, right? This is again a point that it's not the amount of stream time that you're stretching out. It's the amount that you're putting out there on the consistency, and which is not consistent. 4.5 hours is not consistent. You can make 5 hours, but you have to be consistent on that matter. And even when we're going back to our normal lives, right? So it's very, very important to be consistent on the amount of stream time we put out there. So 18.4 hours, not 18.4 views per hour. And look at this madness. 1.5 hours of stream time. This is pretty solid, man. You get an average that reaches out 6 average. This is pretty good. I don't know what happened here, but it kind of sucks that it happened to you. Anyways, this is it. Streamless. You can socialize. You can put some socializing in it, but from this point, I want you to focus on building your content as a content creator. And it's not just, hey guys, I'm live. I want you to go deeper. And I've been checking out some of the YouTubers out there that have been building themselves up with their skills. They're experimenting, and we all know that when it comes to YouTube, it's something that you guys should look up for. And we're talking about strategies on the games that you actually play. So Call of Duty, the first thing about Call of Duty in general, when you look at a game, and to generalize for everybody who's actually watching this, to generalize a strategy game is people trying to seek out the best techniques, the best how do you say that? The best compositions or the best builds, right? Skills. How do you do your thing? What's your presence? Example. Diva Samuel has been focused on Call of Duty. And most of the times, what do you do when you're a Call of Duty player? You seek out information about them guns, right? Diva Samuel has a set of guns, a set of skills, the way that he plays, the way that he does his thing when he's playing multiplayer or battle royale or gunfight. There's a strategy. Hey guys, I had the best game of my life. You just start your video like, I had the best game of my life. I want to share you guys what I went through, and here's some footage of my past broadcast, my past live stream at twitch.tv/Diva Samuel in the house, cranking it up from Thursdays to Sundays, from this time to that time. And here's the combinations of the gun that made me reach out that goal. And guys, I want to talk to you about this gun, blah, blah, blah. And you cut in with some features of the sets of guns and perks that you've used to reach out that goal. Pretty standard, right? But this is not the selling point. The selling point is you playing the game, showing your environment as a streamer or as a person, so they can see you, they can profile you as a streamer, as a content creator, and reach out that content that you're selling out so much on live stream. Very easy. You take a recording session, you cut it for the best recording game ever. 25, 30 minutes for Battle Royale, right? 10, 15 minutes for a game that you had one of the highest scores, and you present the gun setup the guns or the weapons that you have used with the attachments and everything. You slap at the beginning. Here's the guns. That's how I got this record. I'm pretty satisfied. Guys, let me know what you think, and please do leave a follow on my Twitch channel, blah, 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 this, and that. And then you show your recording. And recording is pretty normal. You don't need to record over. You just show yourself playing the game. And when that is done, at the end, close it up with, that was it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. What would you have done different? I would love to know what is your most, do a call to action. What is your, comment below, what is your go-to weapon for, I don't know, if it was a multiplayer game, or if it was a domination game, or simply a battle royale game. What is your best setup? I would love you guys to share it on my channel. Leave a like, subscribe, you know, the whole shebang. And don't forget to drop a follow on my stream. I'm streaming from Thursdays to Sundays, blah, 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 this, and that. And that's it. You leave a link. You always promote your Twitch channel, where live streamers before anything. And you will see a transition between two platforms. That's all you need. You don't need Twitter. Like, Twitter can be built months after, when you'll be reaching higher amounts of followers. And the guns, here's two perceptions on the guns, okay? Let me just pull something out here. Okay. To set up a live stream, you don't have to pre-program anything, okay? If you had a good stream, okay? Good stream consisting. Sorry for the typos or any of that. I'm not the greatest. Consisting of streaks, or your top, you're the top kill ratio, KD, right? KD, shit, man, I suck at this. KD, KD, amount of KDs, right? You're number one. You're like, oh, this is a keeper. Bow. What the fuck did I use to actually reach out that level? What guns? What perks? Right? Right? The action's there. You're playing, you're shooting people, you're killing. Okay, you're doing good. Your stream looking good. You're ready to spit it out. What guns, what perks made me reach that live stream to the top. All right? And you play the whole freaking game, the whole round, or the whole, not the whole round, but the whole game. So you're like, oh shit, this is pretty solid. He did pretty good. Well, that's one game, but that game was good. So what do I do after that when I won that game? Make sure you take the guns and the perks, what you've been working with, right? So you know exactly if you're the type of guy that changes everything, every gun. If you're pretty solid, you know, hey, no, me, my AK-47 or my, I don't know, M4A1 is kicking ass and I'm not changing it. This is my gun. This is how I did it. And you go through that and say, hey, thank you very much for watching. Let's take a look at my gameplay. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Boom, or whatever. And you got a consistency. So people know that those are the guns, the perks that made you reach out to the top. right, of that video. There you go, dude. Nothing more, nothing less. You got the transitions, you got the session. You could just record it, a part of each, and that's it. So here's the guns, here's the perks, here's how I reached to the top. And you watch that 15 minutes and you're killing it. Pop, 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 pop. And they're like, oh shit, it's fucking lit. The guy deserves a sub. Boom, got the sub. Oh shit, he live streams more than anything else. Hey, let me give him a follow. Boom, put your link below for your Twitch. And that video becomes solid. And that's you live streaming with a goal in mind to reach out the best as you can to freaking awesome records. You're taking more risks. You're being more careful. You're like, okay, for the sake of bringing the awesomest, or I don't even know, I just invented a word, the most awesome, solid gameplay ever, this is how I did it. And I can tell you, a good game is awesome to watch. It's reinvigorating gamers to take a look at it, and the appreciation of sharing that to the gaming community and bringing yourself as a content creator to a 24/7 exposure throughout the months and the years. That video is pretty solid for the meantime. And you spit up good games. Write down the date of the game, the good game that you had. 4 hours in with Diva Samuel, I had the best game of the week. And you have consistency, so go with that. Take that part, cut it, trim it, upload it to YouTube or whatever, to download it to your computer. Set up a little recording saying, guys, I'm talking about this game. I play some multiplayer game. Those are the guns I've been using. I had a great game. I want to share it with you guys. Let me know what you think. Here's the gameplay. See you soon. And you explain the game, and then there's the raw footage. You could cut it to the best moments, or you can leave it as it is. If you had a great time talking to your friends and stuff, and you were into it, there's no problem with that. You're gonna see the games going on. If there's dead moments, you know, Warzone, and you're probably gonna have to cut it a little bit, but just leave it on. All right, it's 25 minutes. Who cares? 25 minutes, boom, or 30 minutes tops. And at the end, you do a call to action. During that stream time, make sure your Twitch is on at all times. We want to reinforce your Twitch channel, not your YouTube. YouTube is just for means of bringing audience to and followers to your Twitch channel 24 hours a day. And if you want to pre-plan the guns, you say, hey, you know what? That would be a good gun. Let me explore other guns that I never tried before. Or I have 3 or 4 sets that I want to express myself towards it. Let me try this time. If I could reach out a good killing spree, or a top win, or whatever, or a #1 rank Warzone with this set of guns or this set of perks that nobody uses. That's my challenge. You can pre-plan that and try hard to to get those results, and then that's a pre-plan of off-stream content. You can live stream it, right? Not a problem, and take that live stream and bring it to your channel. Like, it's as simple as that. Set yourself a good plan. Say, okay, I'm gonna work on my P90. Nobody uses that, or whatever, or any other PP19 Bison. Let me work on that. Let's see if I go the AUG, the Olger. Nobody uses LMGs. Let me check it out if I can use an LMG and win the game, or whatever. Set up where it's put it this way, weird combinations that eventually give you a good setup, and people are gonna be like, what LMG #1, what? And they're gonna watch, they're gonna enjoy it. They're gonna be, holy shit, you actually won with an LMG. You actually won with a knife and a shield. You actually won with a freaking I don't know, a pistol. That's all you use, pistol, nothing else. All right, You want everything with the sniper. I gotta see that. Things that will click. And you could try it. You could try it on multiplayer. You could try it and we're only focused on that Call of Duty, but you can also use that on pretty much any game that requires you to rethink any strategy. Could be Diablo. Could be I don't know. Could be any strategy game or anything that requires you to manipulate the skills or something to reach out to that consistency, and give it a try and make that video and say, hey guys, I tried this. It was a cool run. Here's my skills, my skill set, or here's the equipment, the gear that I got. And hopefully you guys enjoy. Give a like, subscribe, or leave what's your best build under my comment section. And don't forget, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/blah. And here's the content. And you give them that, and throughout the video, drop that little GIF, as you can see right there on top corner. Leave a like, subscribe on Twitch, or leave a follow, and click on that notification bell. You know, the whole shebang. And I can tell you, consistency of sharing weird content on YouTube to gain interest of the gaming community around that game. Definitely you have the content for it. Now that you have an idea what to do, doesn't have to be the best. You got already the best presentation. You don't need to cut anything. You got a good run. Make sure you know the time. Be consistent. Reduce the amount of stream time. Focus on those days, those other days, to reassess your off-stream content, to share it on YouTube, and redirect the viewers of that YouTube channel to your Twitch, so your Twitch could grow in average viewers to followers to everything else. So there's a consistent flow through it. So your effort is not only streaming because you're struggling at this point. It's not because that you're streaming the most that you'll get more viewers, more followers. Eventually it's gonna work, but after months, if not years of effort. I don't want you to go through that struggle. You use your content as advantage. You have plenty of content to actually cut so many awesome highlights, so many awesome games that you could just slap on it and just have fun with it. You know, like, this was a good game. Let me upload it to YouTube. Let me cut it. Give a quick explanation of what I did, what consistent, what guns did I do it. Me, I'm focused again on Divas. Hey guys, those are my guns. I had a great time. I won the Battle Royale with this selection. Let me know what you guys think. What is your favorite build? Let me know in the comment. Oh, it would mean a lot. And don't forget to follow me on Twitch if you just want to go straight. Because you don't have to let people know, like, to subscribe. It's like somehow forcing someone to sub. If they like your content, they gotta sub to you. Don't worry about it. But you want the transition for them to follow you on Twitch. You want to reach out to that next level on Twitch. So do the transition from YouTube to feed your Twitch channel. That's the strategy. Feed your Twitch channel, right? So forget about the sub. If they like your content, they will sub to you. Don't worry about it. And they will follow you on Twitch to have you live, to participate, you know, to say, dude, man, nice setup you got there. What are you working on? Right? Incentivate and get those numbers high up and running. Yes, at first it's not going to be the easy transition ever, but keep spitting out some awesome content, meaning with some different strategies, and I can guarantee you're going to start getting some leverage and traffic. This is the best way I can think of. Like I said, it's up to you to decide what is best. Here, I'm just giving you what it's supposed to be. And this is how to create off-stream content. Those are my suggestions. 4 days a week, 4 hours per stream. Consistency is key from Thursday to Sunday, from what I can see from your stats. Call of Duty or pretty much anything that you may be throwing on the bus, out of the bus, even for Valorant or any other games. Hey guys, I had a great game. I want to share with everybody. I've been playing some Insurgency Sandstorm. Here's the combination. Here's what I used. And this is the amazing game that you guys are going to watch. Thank you for watching. And boom, you throw that raw footage right there. You had communication. You had a good communication with your buddies. You worked on a multiplayer base or a battle royale. You played some Apex Legends. It doesn't matter. You got those guns. You worked on it, and you had a blast with it. Or a class of a class that you played, Valorant. No matter what class you played, you say, "Hey guys, I had a great time. I want to share this killing streak or this #1 destructive passion with this character. I don't know, this class. And this class is OP. I don't know, anything that will incentivize people to say, oh shit, he's contributing to the gaming community. Here's his gaming performance. And he's a Twitch streamer. All right, done. And that's how it is, man. Hopefully this helps you out. I know it was a long stream. Probably it went overboard with an hour. But skip through it. And hopefully if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Let me know. I'm not going to make this public. It gave me an idea what to talk about. So I'm going to make it more shaped performance, right? This is just for you, buddy. All right. So don't worry, man. And let me know. Let me know if you apply it. It would mean a lot. It would mean a lot. It's gonna make you relax more. All right. That's the principle. You want to reduce that amount of consistency, not wasting your time. You're advancing, but this would be more consistent. This would be more worthy of your time, and you'll definitely get more leverage out of it. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll be sharing you with this information in a few minutes, and any questions, you know where to find me, man. All right, take care. Ciao.